there are many broad-spectrum antiviral medications that are worthwhile in trialing. So there's evidence to suggest that repurposed HIV medications such as Truvada or Maraviroc may have a role in either eliminating persistent virus or blocking persistent virus from infecting cells in tissue. There are a number of monoclonal antibodies that were created to eradicate SARS-CoV-2. And so long as we can match the monoclonal with the time at which the individual with long COVID got sick, there is a lot of really good research to suggest that monoclonals may be a viable clinical trial target for people with long COVID. There are mainstream SARS-CoV-2 antivirals such as Paxlovid that have been trialed, and the early results have not been as effective as we might hope. But the takeaway from that, I think, is really important, is that Paxlovid is first and foremost a protease inhibitor. So it stops the virus from replicating, but it doesn't necessarily eradicate the virus. And secondly, it is an antiviral that doesn't have good tissue penetration. So unless you have a sort of a heaving infection, an acute infection, which is what Paxlovid was developed for, we wouldn't expect it to be so effective at addressing persistent pathogens that hide in tissue as opposed to circulate in the bloodstream and elsewhere. There's a lot of space for testing out a lot of target drugs to address viral persistence. There is also, I think, a really important role for multi-drug therapies. So not just testing out one antiviral or one monoclonal, but testing them in combination. Because what we're proving over and over again is that in the subset of patients where pathogens persist, often it's very, very hard to clear those pathogens. And so it may not be a single drug problem. It may be a multi-drug problem, although this hasn't yet been done in a large scale in long COVID. We can look to the work of people like Monica Embers, who have done incredible work in primate models, non-human primate models, studying chronic Lyme disease and the persistence of Borrelia, showing that you often need multiple antibiotics to fully eradicate Borrelia from a non-human primate, as opposed to the simple course of doxycycline that we're told will clear Borrelia in the majority of cases. So I would say that multi-drug approaches should be considered as well.